Hi, welcome to Study English. In this session, we are going to discuss about verb and its types. You know, verb is one of the major elements in English grammar part. What are its types? How do they function? We'll explore in this lesson. Let us move to the session. Verb is a word which tells what a person or thing does, or what is done to a person or thing, or what a person or thing is. Simply, it tells about an action, activity, process, state of mind, state of being. These are mostly expressed by the verb forms. Verbs are mainly divided into two types: main verbs and helping verbs. Main verbs also called as lexical verbs, ordinary verbs. Most of the verbs in English are main verbs. What actually main verb? Main verbs are which they stand of their own, which express action. They are actually called as main verbs, like drink, run, eat, listen, read, write. They all comes under main verbs. The second is helping verb. Helping verb also called as auxiliaries, linking verbs. Helping verbs actually they do not have any particular meaning. They support to the main verb. They add extra information to the main verb. And these helping verbs, as you know all well, am, is, are, was, were, will, shall, all comes under helping verbs. If you divide the main verb, mainly there are two: finite verbs, non-finite verbs. What are finite verbs? Finite verbs which they have limited with the subject can be changed into the other forms of the tense. Example, here we have an example: police arrested thief. Police arrested thief. Arrested is a verb form which comes under finite. It can be changed into other forms of the verb: arrest, arrested, arrested, arresting. So this is finite verb. If you see another example, they enjoyed party. Enjoyed is a verb form. It is actually finite verb. It has subject and enjoyed can be changed into other forms of the verbs. Simply finite verb which has subject and that verb can be changed into other forms of the verbs. That is finite verb. We move to the non-finite verbs. If you look at the non-finite verbs, there are mainly three types: the infinitives, gerunds, participles. What are infinitives? Infinitives, whenever you frame a sentence with 2 plus V1 means base form of the verb, and sometimes without 2 directly we will mention the verb form. So infinitives are two types: two infinitives, bare infinitives. If you see an example here, I told him to write it. I told him to write it. To write 2 plus V1. It is example of infinitives. It is not possible to change into other forms of the verb. It remains unchanged. If you see another example, they said finish work. They said finish work. Finish is a verb which cannot be changed into other forms of the verb. And here we do not have any two. So we call it as bare infinitives. Two infinitives, bare infinitives. If you see the second one, gerunds. Gerunds are actually called as verbal nouns. Here we generally take the word is fourth form of the verb. It looks like fourth form of the verb, but it would not express an action. Example, swimming is good for health. Swimming here, even though it looks like as V4 form, but would not show action. If I say a sentence, I am swimming, that indicates it was going on action. Swimming is good for the health. This swimming would not show action. So they are actually called as gerunds. And if you see the participles are mostly two of them, V3 and V4 forms, but they would not show action here. V3, V4, almost you know about them. We purchased a talking doll. We purchased a talking doll. It expresses what type of doll that was. Talking. You may think that talking is a V4, but here it is not expressing an action. Type of the doll is expressed. That's why talking is considered as participles. Participles are two: present participle, past participle. Past participle stands for V3, present participle stands for V4. And if you see another example, he always wears iron shirts. He always wears iron shirts. Ironed. It is like V4 form type of shirts, but actually it is not showing action here. What the type of shirts here? Ironed shirts. So ironed is the participle. Here simply non-finite. There are three infinitives, gerunds, and participles. We have seen the example. If you see the finite verbs, it is mainly divided into two types: transitive verbs, intransitive verbs. What are transitive verbs? Transitive verbs which they passes an object, verb which passes its action over the object. Simply transitive verb, it consists an object. Intransitive verb, it would not consist an object. If you see an example, she drove a car. Drove a car. Car here stands as an object. If you say, for example, I reached 5 o'clock. Reach is a verb form, but we have no particular object here. So reach we can consider as intransitive verb. And along with them, we have some of the types of the verb form we use even in transitive session, intransitive session. Regular verbs. Whenever we write V2, V3, V4 forms like V1, V2, V3, some of the verb forms we can frame V2 form and V3 form just adding ed to the base form of the verb. If you add ed to the V1, it becomes V2 and also V3. So they were all called as regular verb forms. If you add ed and ed to the V2 and V3 forms of a present form, that verb forms all comes under regular verbs. If you see irregular verb forms, irregular verbs are, they were quite different from base form to the second form to the third form, like eat, ate, eaten, go, went, gone. They were quite different. These kind of verb forms, they were called as irregular verb forms. Strong verbs. Strong verbs are whenever you are changing vowels to get the second to third form of the present form, means base form, that kind of verbs are actually called as strong verbs. If you see drink, drank, drunk, DRI, here DRA and DRU. If you change vowels to get the second form and third form of the present form of the verb, that kind of verbs are actually called as strong verbs, like sing, sang, sung, swim, swam, swum. These kind of verbs are actually called as strong verbs. Weak verbs. Weak verbs are, they were quite same. V2, V3, they were same. And here, V2, V3, they were same. Just added D, ED or T to the base form of the verb. So, whenever V2, V3 forms same and they were just framed by adding ED forms, D forms, T forms, these kind of verb forms we call as weak verbs, like tell, told, sell, sold, say, said, likewise. Dynamic verbs. Dynamic verbs which shows action, they are called dynamic verbs, like run, eat, any. If it is showing physical activity, you can call them as dynamic verbs. Stative verbs. Stative verbs, they would not show physical activity, they show only mental activity, like love, hate, like. We have already had session of dynamic verbs and stative verbs in our previous class. If you want to know clearly, just in description I have forwarded the link, check about it. Next, when you move to the, helping verbs, there were two types. Helping verbs and auxiliaries, there are two types. Modal auxiliaries and primary auxiliaries. These primary auxiliaries are also called as non-modals. Modals and primary. Modal auxiliaries and primary auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries, these modal and primary auxiliaries roughly we use mostly 24, and the modal auxiliaries they are 13, primary auxiliaries they were 11. These 24 widely we use them. We have more, but we don't use them much. So modal auxiliaries shall, should, shall present form, should past form, like will, would, can, could, may, might, need, ought, dare, use, must. In this, some of them are semi-modals, means sometimes they also act as main verbs. These words, they were not having second form of the verb. Even in the past tense, we use the same kind of verb forms. These are actually called as modal verbs. Actually, modal auxiliaries, they just support to the main verb. They express mood, that's it. They don't have any special meaning. Some cases, they express ability, permissions, some of them with the modal auxiliaries. And And when you go to the primary auxiliaries mainly three types: be forms, do forms, have forms. Be forms are am, is, are. They are present forms. Was, were, past forms. Do forms: do, does, did. Do, does, they were present forms. Did is a past form. Have forms are have, has, had. Have, has, they were present forms. Had, past forms. These are the verb and its types. We have some other types of the verb forms like phrasal verbs, compound verbs, but we use very less. These are the verb forms mostly we use in our day-to-day communication. Hope you understand what is a verb form. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.